How's it going, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I know I've been away for a couple of weeks, and as you guys can see, I am currently injured and in recovery, but I still need to get these bangers out for you. So that being said, this video is going to be a must-watch video for anyone that is planning to run ads. We're going to be talking about the $1 million funnel strategy that you guys need to be implementing. First and foremost, shout out numerous amounts of people. We've got Jamie, who dropped some insights for me. We've got Jeremy Haynes, who you guys should know if you're in the marketing space. Trey Cockrum, Fahad. There's a load of guys that have basically I've taken insights from and now created this funnel that has been absolutely amazing, not only for myself but for my clients, for my partners. And it's a funnel that we're actively using now, and it's been generating immensely qualified leads, a decrease in our CPL, a decrease in our CPQL, and an increase in our booking conversion rate. So it's been absolutely amazing. But I don't want to ramble on too much, guys. We're going to get straight into the value. As always, going to keep this video as short as possible, so stick around, implement this exact funnel, and comment down below when you guys start using it, and if there's any aspects you need clarity on, you need a snapshot, you need some help with, message me down below and I'll be sure to get that done for you guys. That being said, enjoy the video. Alright, so this is a little diagram that I've created, hopefully to help you guys visualize exactly what it is that I'm talking about, so you guys can really comprehend the insights that we're about to speak about. So the first thing to really understand is the type of ads that we're already seeing in the market, right? This can be 3 videos, but it's essentially 3 videos in one, so definitely take notes. You would have seen videos like this before. Let me just zoom in a little bit. The videos whereby people are basically saying, hey, are you this person who has this problem? Then DM me here or click learn more, whatever the case may be. They're usually about 45-second long videos, and the market is currently being flooded with them. You guys probably would have recorded them yourselves. I've definitely done my fair share of recording those types of ads. So that's the first thing to understand. Are you this person who has this problem? Then do X, Y, and Z. Then what happens is they usually get sent to some sort of landing page, right? So that's the second round of questioning, which usually increases some sort of friction. There's no further education on the offer. There's another step in the sales process that's usually needed, and there's a huge drop off in lead interest. So the biggest thing that I usually see is when people generate that initial interest, they don't have a protocol or a system in place that's getting in touch with these leads that have opted in at this stage, but instead they hope that they opt in at this stage, which usually doesn't happen. So what tends to happen is you have these people that are spending ridiculous amounts of money, and the cost per lead is ridiculously high because most of the leads are falling off here whilst they're being generated here, and they're hoping that they get to this stage, which it never really happens. So that is common in this industry that we're in. And then you hear people say, like, well, if it works, don't touch it, because you have guys like Alex Amosi, Iman, Charlie Morgan, Jordan Platt, and Trey Cockrum, who are incredible marketers in their own right. But what you have to understand is they're at a place right now, guys, where they can create any ad. It doesn't matter how bad it is. It could be recorded on a Nokia. Because they've built so much reciprocity with their audience, it's going to convert. They literally have like diehard fans at this point. It's almost like a cult following in this marketing space, whereby these guys can do no wrong. You have to understand that. So yes, with a degree, what they do is what you want to replicate, but take it with a pinch of salt. Understand that they have been doing this for decades, years and years and years, and with that is hundreds of hours worth of content. So what they're doing at their level might not apply to you at your level. So what do you do if you're one of those people that have been doing these call out type ads, sending them to landing pages, trying to get more insights and information out of them, and then at the same time it's not working while these guys are doing the exact same thing and it seems to be performing extremely well? So what do you do if you've tried this strategy and it hasn't been converting well? The first thing I'd say, you need to understand what the advertising market is currently doing, essentially what Meta has been pushing these last couple of months. So what you need to understand is, and first and foremost, shout out Jeremy Haynes for this insight. So let's take scenario number 1, for example. What used to happen is you'll get 4 different types of ads. They can be roofing ads, they can be solar ads, they can be pool installation ads. They're essentially randomized. It doesn't matter, but you would essentially, when you're scrolling through an Instagram, for example, you would get hit with different ads on the story section. You might have an ad for a roofer. You might have an ad for a pool installation guy. You might have an ad for a solar guy, and you might have an ad for a landscaper. Let's say you interact with ad B. What used to happen is if you interact with ad B, you would simply get retargeted by those guys if they had retargeting ads. That is no longer the case. And this is probably why you've been struggling when it comes to book appointments and increase in CPL, is because Meta has updated their algorithm. And instead of being hit with random ads, this is now what's happening. You have scenario number two. Let's say it's a random ad. You interact with ad B for a roofing guy. You will then get another ad from a different roofing company. You will then get another ad from a different roofing company. And essentially, you're hit with up to 8 different variations for the same industry type of ad, which is insane. So now what happens is, prior to people jumping on the call and only seeing your ad, they're seeing 8 different offers. If you guys haven't realized this, I implore you, the next time you're on your Instagram stories and you're scrolling through whatever the case may be, look at the number of ads you're being hit in the same industry after interacting with one of them. So now we're in a position whereby every single person that sees your ad, chances are they've seen 5 to 8 other ads focusing on the exact same offer. And now you're probably wondering, well, smart, doesn't matter because my offer is super strong. That's not the case, because what used to happen is they would usually see one ad, one offer, one solution, one call, and one option. And that used to be you. That is why your CPL was incredibly low. That is why your closing rate was incredibly high. But now what we're seeing is every individual that jumps on a booked call with you, they've seen 8 ads, they've seen 8 offers, they've seen 8 solutions, they've had 8 calls, and they now have 8 options to choose from. And now what you're having is people that are essentially saying, hey, I can get it cheaper. This company offered me this. This company offered me this. So if you're getting that objection, guys, this is the exact reason why. We're in an era, or we're in a time now where Facebook is simply pumping similar people in our market that have the similar offer. And if people are interacting with any type of ad, this is their current experience. So it doesn't matter if it was a roofer. This could have been a solar guy. We can no longer afford to waste leads that are being generated here. Why? Because we know if we don't close and convert them, they're going to go to 8 other different people. You guys need to be meticulous in how you build out your funnels, because now it's not just an ad problem. It's now, how do we become the best out of 8 options? Speed to lead, conversion mechanisms. These are things like value assets, whether it's emails, videos, things like that. You have to now stand out outside of ads, outside of funnels. So what do? Well, this is what's been working for us, guys. We've been using static ads. It sounds crazy, I know, but simple static ads with a simple creative and a clear measurable offer has been the thing that has been outperforming every video that we've done. Then on top of that, this is what the ad looks like. I'll make this a little bit bigger for you guys to see. I'm telling you, just follow the formula that already works. Attention, niche, offer, incentivizing statement, and CTA. Well, Shamar, I don't like the layout of this. Try this one. Try this one. Try this one. It literally does not matter one bit. Then you want to have a simple landing page. Once again, let me show you what that looks like. On this landing page, you want to have a clear statement. You want to have a video, and you want to have a 1-button call to action. You don't need any more testimonials. You don't need a breakdown of how your offer works. You don't need a incentivizing pictures and audios. You need a clear statement, a video, and a button. This can be a VSL or a DSL. A DSL is basically taking the content within a VSL and placing it in a PowerPoint and having them click through the PowerPoint instead of them sitting down and watching a video. It doesn't matter which one you use, just place it right here. And that is what you guys are going to want to do for your funnel, and watch your CPL drop, watch your cost per qualified lead drop, and watch the booking rates, the closing rates all increase. But essentially, I wanted to create this video just to showcase to you guys what is currently going on in the market. The chances are, if a leader's interacted with your ad, they're being hit with 7, 8, 5, 6 different options. So you can no longer waste leads at this point. So you need to have a creative, aka ad that converts well. You then need to have mechanisms in place to get in contact with those leads, because if you don't, best believe if they continue scrolling on Instagram, they're going to get hit with that ad. Then they're going to get hit with ad from advertiser number 2, advertiser number 3, 4, and they're going to choose one of those options. We are no longer having the luxury of them seeing only one ad, which is yours, seeing one offer, which is yours, one solution, which is yours, one call, which is yours, and one option, which is you. We are now competing against people that have seen 8 ads, 8 offers, 8 solutions, 8 calls, and 8 options. So if I'm in your position, what am I thinking about? Well, I'm thinking about my metrics. I'd be looking at my data initially. I'd then be thinking about, okay, cool. Every single person that's jumping on a call with me, they're seeing 8 different ads. So how can I compete with those guys? Number one, speed to lead. Can you create a bot that reaches out to those leads within 30 seconds? Can you create value assets that can be sent via email as soon as they opt in? Or leading up to an appointment that you're sending them all these different videos and incentives to ensure that they're over-educated on exactly what you do? Then I'd be thinking about my actual landing page. Is it too complicated? Can I simplify the booking process? If you can do all of these things, guys, you will win. Transition from what everyone is telling you to do and transition to the things that you need to do. So, guys, this works. Of course it does. Because otherwise, people wouldn't be selling courses and different offers on it. But I'm telling you, what's working for us is a simple static ad. We're trying to get as many leads as possible. We're trying to get them to book as many appointments as possible. And then we're over educating them leading up to the appointment setting process. Because why? If we can stand out from all of these, we win. But that's enough for this video, guys. Hopefully you enjoy just understanding what the current market is doing, what the advertising market currently looks like. Anyone that's interacting with an ad, best believe they're getting hit with 8 other ads of the same industry and offer, and what that means for you guys, and also what we've been doing. Why a simple static ad has been outperforming every video that we've posted, every ad insights that we've accumulated over the last couple of years, and why a simple landing page was the one single factor that has increased our booking rate, because now these leads don't need to go through scrolls and scrolls and scrolls of information. They have one CTA, one button, and that's essentially it. Take care, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.